Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Cottage Witch. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a big thank you to all of those who were able to watch our first episode. You guys were super kind in all of your comments. You said some amazing words, and I do really appreciate it. I am definitely glad to be back to content creation and hope to keep these videos up and keep going. So let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so since the end of last episode, I've done a couple random things. First off, I've went ahead and taken our temporary chest that we had out here, moved them inside, and just what else did I really do? I cut down a couple trees. Not really much else. I got everything somewhat organized in here. I did end up making a sleeping bag. This will allow us to sleep wherever without resetting our spawn. So even if we're out exploring and we die, we'll still spawn back at home because we haven't put down a bed and then broke it and all that jazz. And then I went through the quests and I collected pretty much most all of the quest rewards. I just happened to walk across a raccoon a moment ago and got another quest for that. Where is that in this? There it is, up here. Wait, raccoons are tameable? They can steal food out of storage, I know that. They can be tamed with an egg and letting it wash it. So what do they do for you? Interesting. I'm kind of curious about that. I'll have to look that up. Let's see here. So through completing all of our quest rewards, I went ahead and got something absolutely amazing, which was a shulker gate pearl. So one thing that I've noticed in this pack is that there's a lot of loot, right? I kind of discussed that last episode. We experienced that last episode where we just could not pick up many items. I was super glad to get into backpacks because in storage there are backpacks. But I was sitting here reading this and figuring out what we needed to do, and I noticed that there were no crafting recipes for how to get a normal backpack. So it's like, wait, they removed the recipe to craft that. And the only way to get them are by going to end cities and finding them, which is rough. That really stinks. I was so glad to have backpacks, be able to like loot so many things, and it's like, oh. But because we were able to get the shulker gate, that means we can put down or create the mob gate, which will create a bunch of shulkers, and that'll give us shulker shells. Shulker shells mean shulker boxes, and that means more storage. Yes, thank God. So I ended up getting one, and then I think because I got the one, there was another quest reward to get a gate. So I ended up just picking, because I had the choice, another shulker gate. So we have 2 shulker gate pearls. I will probably not do that today. I will probably hold off a couple episodes at least. I want to get much more geared up so that when I do summon it, I can kill as many as possible. All right. So what is the plan for today? The plan today is to try and to get into Hexerei. So if you're unfamiliar with Hexerei, basically Hexerei is one of the 2 major magic mods in this pack. And with Hexerei, we can do a couple things. First, the crows. The crows are absolutely amazing. With them, you can have them automatically pick crops for you. You can have them gather items on the ground. You can even have them pickpocket. So imagine just having a handful of villagers in like a villager trading hall area. Put a couple crows, and then those crows will go pickpocket the villagers and steal whatever they are selling. It's amazing. So one day I It's not going to be this episode. It's not going to be next episode. I want to set up a little bit of a villager trader system and have the crows pick their pockets. I think that'd be great. So another really helpful part of Hexerei is the sage bundles. So sage bundles basically act as a mega torch where they prevent hostile mobs from spawning in a rather large area. Super helpful, but it has a downside. And the downside is that it doesn't last forever. If we go ahead and mouse over the dried sage bundle over here, you can even see it has a durability. And if we hold shift, it'll even tell us that it stays lit for 60 seconds. So that 3600 is the number of seconds. That kind of stinks. I would much prefer a mega torch that doesn't extinguish. So I'm curious if there is a way that we can make this more permanent, if there's a better version of it, or if there's just a way that we could automate the creation and lighting of it. That would be super helpful and super useful. So maybe something we can look into down the road, but still very beneficial to have now, even with the 60-minute timer. That's, yeah. Another thing that Hexerei has is the broom. The broom, as all witches and wizards would absolutely love, it'll allow you to fly. Early game flight, amazing. We can use that to go exploring and stay safe because of the fact that we're up in the air. It's not something we need to worry about running into random creepers, falling in holes. Who doesn't want flight? So I think what our initial first main goal of this episode is going to be is to get into Hexerei and try and get to the crows. We found some crows last episode, so we will be going back for those. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So what do we need to get started into Hexerei? The quests start here at the dowsing rod. And with this, we just need some leaves and some sticks. So I believe I have a pair of shears here somewhere. Although where they are, I obviously have no idea because I have lost them. Nope, there they are. Okay, let's go get a few leaves. And yeah. Oh, another thing that I went ahead and crafted was a sleeping bag. I can't remember if I mentioned this. I actually might have mentioned this. If I did, I'm sorry. But yeah, so sleeping bag. It's nighttime right now. I can just get my sleeping bag out and easily sleep. Not have to worry about putting a bed down. And if we happen to die, we still respawn at our home base. Now, you might be able to see over in the distance we have a beam. And I might have went out exploring just the immediate area here, looking at all the animals and everything that we had nearby, and I might have died. There were some vindicators over there, and oh my goodness, I forgot how hard they hit. 2 hits, and I was a goner. So, yep. Not my finest moment. Not at all, but we were able to get our stuff back, get revenge, and be victorious at the end of the day. So, all right, let's go ahead and get some sticks and craft the dowsing rod. There we go. And then as a reward for the dowsing rod, it gives us the mahogany sapling as well as some sage seeds. These are some very useful things that we will be needing, specifically the mahogany sapling. So next, in order to go over to the cauldron, no, we can actually do the cauldron right now. So let's go ahead, put those up and get our iron out. And then we need 2 torches. We have those already. Craft, craft, craft. And there we go. So mixing cauldron. we have the mortal and pestle already. Let's get those rewards. Melon, pumpkin, sage, beetroot, and wheat. It gives us all of the ones we need already to get crows. That is amazing. Okay, so where can we put this down? Let's go upstairs. And then I am also going to go ahead and grab some additional seeds because we are going to make the mixture next, and those need all of those seeds. So we have a good amount of wheat seeds, sage seeds, pumpkin we don't have many of, but all we have to do to get pumpkin seeds, put down some pumpkins and carve them. So plenty now, yep. Go ahead and put those up. We need some melon seeds. We have some melon slices, yep. And all we have to do with the melon slice is put it in our crafting table. There we go. Now we need beetroot. And I did notice that we were going to need beetroot, so I had a few seeds already. I put them down outside. Hopefully they were grown. Yes. And there we go. Perfect. 16 seeds. Okay. Come in here. We need to get our mixing bowl, which is where? Here we go. Come back up and mortar and pestle each of these ingredients. Now the question is can I put in multiple or do I have to do one at a time? Nope, one at a time. And you just mix it. Okay, nice. So it mixes automatically and you just right click to get them out and we have the seed mixture. Perfect. So what the seed mixture is it'll allow us to tame crows. So in order to tame wild crows, you need to have the mixed seeds. That's it. So I want to go ahead and craft up a bunch of these and we're going to go tame maybe all of them. Do we need that many? Maybe I'll just get 4. And then I believe once I have them tamed, they will follow me. I won't have to do anything to kind of bring them back. So let's just make a bunch of these and we'll come back once we're done. All right, we have went ahead and crafted up all the seed mixtures that we can. We went down and put the rest of the stuff back in our storage. So let's go ahead, head back over to the Hexerei village just around the corner and get some crows and we'll be back. All right, we have went ahead and made it back to the Hexerei village. Let's see if we can go around and find where the crows are. You know, I don't think I looted this one. We don't need another mortal and pestle. Let's get the herb jar. They look pretty cool. Some drying racks. You know what? Let's do it. Let's break both of those. This is wax blend. Interesting. Okay. Get some cloth as well. What's up top here? Oh, we have some leather. That'll definitely be useful. And then nothing else. You know what? Let's actually take some of the altar here. That could be a good table to put like our mortal and pestle on. And yeah. All right. Oh, here's a crow. Is that Hexerei? It is. Let's see. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. Jesus. That took 24? Wow. That took a lot of seed mixtures. All right, so I think I can shift right click. Okay. Tell him to follow. Okay. And then he'll just sit on my shoulder. Look how amazing that is. All right, anything inside here? Let's take the same things. Why not? And then is there more leather upstairs? There is. Back downstairs. Crows. Where are the crows? Has to be some of these buildings over here. Gonna eat. All right, here we go. All right, 36 more. How many will it take? Oh, okay. First one on that one. Put you on follow. Put you on follow. We just need one more. There we go. That's crazy. The first one that we tamed took 24. The next 3 took 11. All right. Is this one ours? It is not. Oh. Yeah, that's not ours. Let's tame that one as well. Why not? We have some extra seeds. Follow as well. And I think that's all of them. They should all be set to follow. Just have this one that's kind of stuck. Oh, nope, follow. All right, let's see if I come out. Will he come out as well? Yes, okay. He is out. Let's go ahead and sleep, and then we'll go back. Of course we can't sleep. There's monsters nearby. There we go. All right, let's head back home. All right, we have made it back home with all of our crows. Let's go ahead and get them into the farmland area, and we will get everything else we need, and we will set them up to start automatically farming for us. Now if they can just sit. All right. There should just be one more. There he is. Okay. They are all sitting now. Let's go ahead, head back inside, and get the last bit of things that we need. So in order to get them to harvest, we need to assign them to a coffer. So we need a coffer. And then we don't need the crow float. So really we just need the coffer. So what do we need to make the coffer? The coffer is a storage box that functions similarly as a shulker box, and it retains its inventory once broken. It also displays its contents when the player draws near, making it both useful and decorative. The coffer can be dyed and renamed. Wait a minute. It retains its inventory. It's the exact same as a shulker. I'm kind of curious what the differences are. Maybe we'll just have a bunch of coffers with us when we go harvesting and looting and all that jazz. All right, so we need some mahogany planks and gold. The gold is going to be somewhat of a pain, but I believe we still have some gold left over. Let's see. Okay, we have 12. Let's make 2 coffers. But we need mahogany. So we have the mahogany sapling, and just get some bone meal. And let's go grow a tree. Should just be able to put that down. Bone meal. And done. Made mine. do a couple of those real quick. And we got over a full stack of mahogany already. That's amazing. All right. Let's go put a couple mahogany trees down over here, and we will harvest them again sometime later, but they will be here when we need them. And that's the good part. All right. So we needed mahogany planks, we needed gold, and what else did we need for that coffer? That is it. We just need to put it into the item mixing, into the cauldron, with 1 bucket of water. Do we have buckets on us? We do. All right. So bucket of water. And I can just, okay. That, and that. Is that good enough? Perfect. Look at that. And done. Let's do the same thing. Let's actually, out of curiosity, does the position of the items matter? It looks like it does not. Sweet. Okay, let's check out this coffer. That's a decent amount of inventory space. Actually, that's more than a shulker box. That's an entire row more than a shulker box. That's basically 4 by 9. Nice. All right. Well, we don't need shulkers anymore. We'll just make coffers, and we can make them rather easily. Okay. Oh, hold up. Also, you have those down. As soon as you break it, it instantly goes to your inventory. You don't even need to like pick it up or anything. It just instantly goes to your inventory. And you just need to punch it. That's amazing. All right. Well, definitely not complaining about that. All right. So let's see here. I will probably, you know what? Let's just use both of these actually. I'm even going to put it on a little table here. That's interesting. I put it on top? No, it just wants to put it onto the altar as if it's an item. Okay, never mind. I thought that would be a cool decoration. Guess not. Undo that. Let's just put them right on the ground. Okay, so somehow we need to tell the crow to be linked to the coffer. We do need the flute. Yep. So if you crouch right click on a crow with the flute, you can select it. And then, yep, you can tell it where to perch. Okay. That's exactly what we need to do. Let's see, more seed mixtures. What do we need to make the crow flute? Just 2 of any dye and 3 planks. Go ahead and make that real quick. We should have some more bone meal. There's some white dye, and that should be it. And then planks. Bam, bam, bam. Awesome. Get over here. And all we need to do, shift right click. Nope. And I just told them all to follow me. Okay, change the flute to sit. And they're all sitting. Okay. What did this say again? If you crouch and right click with the flute, you can select it with the select button. the select button. What are these? Harvest whitelist. Okay. I don't want to punch it. Okay. Oh, okay. We have it now. So we need to go ahead and select the coffer first, put it into select so that we can select the ones. Oh no, hold up. Shift right click in the air with the flute will allow you to go into selection mode. When it's in selection mode, it's glowing. Then you can just click, you get a little dot above their head. So I will say you and you. Let's go in here and say perch mode. And they're now perching on that block. Okay, so go back in here, select you and you. Perch. Oh, wait, no. Clear selected, because we had those two selected. Select you and you. Those are not selected anymore. Just the two. Go to perch and click. Okay, so these two crows are assigned to this coffer. Those two crows are assigned to that coffer. You are just going to sit there and look pretty. Because it has to be symmetrical. And it would be weird to have 3 on one and 2 on the other. Okay. So, let's go ahead, clear the selection. Except for that's not... There we go. And set them to harvest. And as long... Oh, why did that not work? Harvest. Help. There we go. So now they're all set to harvest. Now, I could be wrong, but I think in order for them to harvest an item, they have to... wait, this guy, sit. Don't do anything. They have to have the item in their coffer. So I'm going to pick one of these real quick. Come over to the coffer, put the items in. Will they go harvest the other ones? How do we get this to work? Because they're not doing anything. Let's see. Why is this not working? They have beetroots. Oh, because these aren't even grown. Hold on, bone meal. Now will they go get it? Darn it. There they go. Okay. Do I need to tell them help harvest? Do I need to tell them what to harvest? So for instance, that's not what I said to do. Harvest white. Oh, okay. So I need to toggle that on first. And now that it's toggled on, sit, wander, harvest. Why can I not tell it what to harvest? When toggled to the owner can right-click the harvestal block, add it to the whitelist. Harvest. Help harvest. So confused. How do we tell this what to harvest? Okay, I'm going to look this up and I'll be back. All right. After much frustration, I have given up on these crows to harvest for us. Now, it does appear as if they can collect. So if I throw items on the ground, I have them going out, getting the items, bringing it back, and putting it into the coffer. This was rather easy to set up. So what we have to do, all right, let me go ahead and I will get my flute out and I'm going to go ahead and go select, unselect them all just to go from scratch, right? So I have my flute and what I first need to do is start to select all of them. So I will come up to each one of them and as I click on them, you will notice that a little circle gets put above their head and there is all 5 selected. When I go back into the UI, shift click, I can see all 5 are selected and I can tell them where to perch. So we'll go ahead and select perch. And if I click, say, this block, they'll all come perch over here. They perch over here. They basically just perch wherever you click. I'm going to have all of these perch on the coffer. Now, when they're perched on the coffer, any item that is dropped within range, they will go ahead and come pick it up and put it into the coffer, as long as these crows are set to gather. So you can go ahead and shift right click each one and make sure you set it to help or help and then gather. Or if you go into the crow flute, unselect perch, select help and gather, then when you blow your flute just by right clicking, you can set all crows in an area to be gathering. So now all I need to do is drop some sage seeds and they will go ahead, all come out, get the seeds and come back and bring them into the coffer for us. That's it. It's pretty simple. Now I was ideally going to have some of these crows harvest our goods for us, but that is not working well for us. So what I think I'm going to do is use something else to harvest. And if we remember when looking in the quest book, we ended up getting a quest completed when we got the hay bale, and that was in order to make a straw golem. So straw golems will help harvest your crops. Basically, all you need to do is put down the hay and then put a pumpkin on top and watch it spring to life. That's it. It's that simple. Now, keep an eye on the note down here. Basically, it says, due to the difficulty of keeping golems alive, we have opted to disable the mechanic that causes them to degrade and need repairing. Which means in this mod pack, they are eternal. They won't degrade, they won't need repairs or anything. They will just harvest everything in the area forever, which is beautiful. So let's go ahead, put down some crops, and then let's make a straw golem and see him work. I went ahead and already have a handful of different crops that I'm going to end up putting down. So we are going to do a fair amount of wheat because it is currently something that I need a lot of, especially since I am making a lot of bread, making a lot of sandwiches. At the same time, in order to make straw golems, what do we need? Hay bales. So I am just going to put down a bunch of these wheat seeds, and at a later point in time, we will switch them up and get something else. Now, you may notice that I am planting them every other one, and the reasoning for that is it is a vanilla mechanic that if a crop is touching different crops on its sides, it'll grow faster. So this will ensure the crop will grow a little bit faster. The thought process is, you don't want to have an entire field of just wheat, an entire field of just potatoes, and one of carrots, etc. Alternating them will actually be more beneficial. So that was beetroot. We did wheat. Let's go ahead and put down some sage. And then I'm also curious if I put down some pumpkins and melons and I put them near the edges. You know what? Let's pull these up. If I put down a melon here and a pumpkin here, when it grows, will it grow over to the cobble deep slate if it has nowhere else to grow to? I think it will. So I think the ones on the edges here, actually, you know what? I'm going to pull pretty much all of these up and put down pumpkins and melons. So melon, 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 pumpkin, 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 something like this. And then we do need to make sure that we have a crop on the edge, otherwise it could grow that direction and then trample the crop. So there we go. Let's go ahead and put the rest of our items in here. Oh, I just set that crow to follow. Let's make sure it's on gather again. Gotta be very careful when clicking into that coffer. Okay. So let's go ahead and go get a straw golem. Before we do that, let's go ahead and sleep. So I'm trying to figure out and trying to get a good balance as to between episodes, what is it okay that I do off stream, right? I want to be able to, or off recording or off camera. What is it that I can do? What is it that I shouldn't do? Like, I don't want to beat the whole pack and do everything off camera, right? Like, that's counterintuitive to recording. At the same time, I don't want to have to do like inventory management and clearing chests and stuff like that on camera. So what would you guys say is acceptable or okay to do off camera? Is it just, managing chests? If I were to do a little bit of exploring, like what kind of, where would you kind of draw that line in the sand per se? Kind of curious what your guys' thoughts on that and kind of figure out where that line is. All right, so we have a carved pumpkin. We need to get wheat, which is back out here. Right? I did not pick it up. So click our coffer. We need 9 wheat. Go ahead, 9 wheat into that. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and put them over here. Boom. There we go. Little straw golem. My God, he's adorable. Did you hear that little sound that he made? Oh, I love it. Just keeps it up too. That's great. Oh, no, no, sir. Lead. You do not go over there. So in the process of trying to figure out these crows, I had a wandering trader wander on in here. So I was able to check him out. He had nothing of value. And as soon as I punched the wandering trader, the crows just swarmed them, murdered both llamas and the trader, and I was able to get a couple leads. Which, you know, it's beneficial right here because of the fact that um, we almost had our golem run away. So we need to figure out how to prevent them from going over this. I can remove the barrel, but then they can still climb up over here. I think we need to just build up another block. Really is what it comes down to. But build up another block and get rid of the spruce stair. I don't like the stair, though. I just don't want them running away, you know? So we have the same problem on this side, too. As much as I like the look of the fence, log, and stair, I might just get rid of them. And just have it go straight up. Now I will get rid of those and put the log going down. I think that's good. What do you guys think of that? Does that still look good to you guys? All right. Do the same thing over here. I just hear that straw golem going. It is hilarious. All right, if you guys could stop stealing my blocks, like I understand it's your job, but I'm building over here. Oh, I could have left those, I guess. No. Get rid of them as well. All right, if they want to take the dirt, they can take the dirt. And then we should have, yeah, all this cobble deep slate. There we go. Get rid of this barrel. You know what? I'll just put the barrels over here. And it looks fantastic now. Except for that one block, which we can fix. There we go. Okay. So now we just need to wait and watch him work. Let's go ahead and bone meal one of these and see what happens. That's now fully grown. Is he gonna harvest? Any time now, Mr. Golem. Is that? No, that's not fully grown. All right, is this another thing that I've done wrong somehow? Ordering. Nope. Strawgolem will now deliver to that container. Okay. Now that he has a container, can he do his work? I mean, at this point, now we don't even need the crows. Which was the whole point, getting into Hexerei. Alright. Mr. Golem, are you going to do anything? There are multiple crops around you that are just waiting. They are waiting to be harvested. don't think there's anything. So strawgolems get hungry. If they don't get a delicious apple snack every day or so, they will slow down to a snail's pace and eventually sit and pout until fed. They adore bright, shiny apples and will follow you if you are holding one. What? All right, let's go get an apple. That's, I don't think that's entirely the problem. He's still moving and not pouting and sitting and crying. But we have lots of apples. Let's feed the guy. Oh, he's excited. He's walking this way already. Oh my god, he's like, gimme, gimme, gimme! The sound effects. My goodness. All right. Can he at least do his job now? He's too cute to get rid of, but just do your job. It's not doing his job. All right. Huh. We might just leave this go. Come back at this another day. Maybe I just need to do some more research. You know, I had looked at these straw golems before, and I had seen videos of them doing some good job. They were working. Didn't seem to have any issues. I don't see why it's not working right now. That doesn't make much sense to me. Well, I went to bed frustrated, annoyed, and just overall sad that I couldn't get this to work. I knew I was doing everything right, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. Now, the next day, I went ahead, got up, I did some more testing. I was like, this has to be working. Suddenly, the golems were able to work. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did, but they all started working, and I was so thrilled. Well, it didn't last long. After 15-20 minutes, they just decided to stop working. I don't know what happened. I was sitting there, I was recording, as you guys can see, they were working. And then they stopped. Makes no sense. So back to the drawing board. I knew that the crows were set up properly because I had watched many videos, and it's like, why is this not working? Everything was set up properly, and they just didn't like it. I went through multiple settings. I ensured that mob griefing was on. It does have to be on for this. I had to ensure that, you know, the area wasn't claimed, and if it was claimed, that again, mob griefing was on. You know, all of these things were accurate, and there was nothing that was showing that it was not working. I went ahead and loaded up a single player world, verified that Hexerei itself, with just loading Minecraft and Hexerei, the crows worked. And everything that I did in that world verified that I had set it up properly. So I went ahead and started investigating further, and I figured out that in the list of crops that the crows could harvest, there was one that it did not like. So removing that entry, actually removing all entries from that list, returned the crows back to their normal behavior and still allowed them to harvest every block that they were supposed to be able to harvest. So with that the crows are working. I'm so thrilled. It was such a relief. I don't know if you guys could feel how frustrated I was that they were not working. I had no idea what it was, and but thrilled. Thank God. So as you guys can see, we have multiple crows out here working. I think I have a total of 5 right now. One is set to harvest, and it's going around harvesting all of the crops. And then there are 4 of them that go out and pick up the drops and bring it back to the coffer. For this size crop field, I feel as if that is a good number. I sat here and watched it for a while, and the items are being picked up roughly around the same amount of time that it takes new items to then plop down on the ground. All right, friends, I think that's it. I think we are done for episode 2. We had some obstacles, but overall we were successful in the end. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit the like button. If you guys aren't already subscribed, it would mean so much if you could hit that subscribe button, get notified when our next video goes live, and follow along with the series. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!